Hey everyone, welcome to another reading on Willow Witch Tarot. So I have been gone for a little while. Thanks everyone for your patience. I'm in grad school currently and was just taking a break for, I had quite a few deadlines this last month and just needed to focus on school. So I'm back. And I'm actually testing out a new audio device today, so let me know how it sounds. We are going to do a yes and no reading today. Yes or no, I should say. And we'll get 4 cards for your piles. I have pre-shuffled these cards, so they're already shuffled, but let's just see what wants to come out. Seeing this one for pile number 1. Getting this one here for pile number 2. This one for pile number 3, and bottom of the deck for pile number 4. Okay. These are the illustrated Crystallary Oracle cards, and pile number 1, you have You Only More So, Ruby. Pile number 2, you have Heal Your Heartbeat, Rhodonite. Pile number 3, you have A Different Kind of Love with Rose Quartz. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little better for you here. There we go. And pile number 4, you have Fall Apart with Smoky Quartz. Okay, so feel free to pause the video if you'd like to take a little time to choose your pile. When you're ready, the pile timestamps will be in the description box below, and also I will put them in a pinned comment to make it a little easier for those of you on your phones, and I will see you in your piles. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading today. So you chose this card, You Only More So, Ruby. Let's go ahead and see what all of your cards are. So we have 2 oracle cards and 3 tarot cards from one deck and 3 tarot cards from another. So we'll go ahead and lay them all out. So we have Assurance, Keep Your Dreams Alive, the Lovers. Let's go ahead and move these up so we can get everything in frame for you. The Star. Wow. Starting out with 2 major arcana, and the Sun. Wow, 3 major arcana. It's definitely a big question that you're asking. Judgment. Wow, pile number 1. Queen of Wands, okay. And the 8 of Wands. Well, whatever this is, you're going to be getting your answer very quickly. I see that you have a lot of fast moving energy around this situation that you are inquiring about here today. With Assurance and Keep Your Dreams Alive, there's definitely a message of comfort coming through from your guides here. And the Sun and the Star and the Lovers, I can see that you have a choice that you have to make. You definitely are feeling the pressure to make a good judgment around. If it's not you, it might be somebody else who has to make this judgment and you're kind of waiting for their judgment. I am getting a strong positive message. I think that overall, I can confidently say that your answer here is yes, that you are getting essentially what you have been hoping for. You know, the Star, Assurance, Keep Your Dreams Alive. It feels like a message of, of a promise being kept, or of a, you know, some sort of long-awaited dream of yours is coming closer to you, and it does feel like it will be able to be attained. It feels like it'll be elevating you, getting you to that place where you actually get to live your dream. So whatever this is about, I do see the Queen of Wands here coming through strongly to assure you that you'll be in this state of being where you're extremely confident. There's a lot of, yeah, I just see you being almost crowned in the way within yourself. So you're going to be feeling better about yourself, about your situation in life. You know, it's interesting because the Ruby card that you were drawn to, Ruby is an augmenter. And so, you know, it doesn't create or change anything. It only amplifies what's already there. And, you know, of course, it can amplify if there's something negative, it can amplify that. But for your reading, I'm seeing that there's a lot of positive, and that, you know, I think your guides with the message through the ruby are wanting to let you know that this attainment, this positive news coming in, this accomplishing your dreams, and maybe even keeping something alive that you were concerned wouldn't be around in the future. All of that stepping up, getting bigger, getting more exciting, more passionate, more fulfilling, more of what you love and what really lights up your heart. All of that is coming from what is already there within you and the groundwork that you've already laid. So, you know, rather than kind of this like miracle or gift coming out of nowhere, or big surprise or big change in direction or anything like that, it feels like what you have already been working on, hoping for, dreaming for, is just going to bloom. It's going to blossom. It's going to, you know, explode like this volcano in the background, but like in a positive way, right? So symbolic explosion there, not in like a destructive way. So yeah, I am feeling some, this is just like a very specific aside. So I am feeling some Hawaiian connections here. So, and it is interesting with the fire, and, you know, the really, really sad fires that have been going on in Hawaii right now. So just sending out so much love and condolences to everyone being impacted by that. I feel like there might be some people here who have some connections, and yeah, maybe there's a message of hope coming through here as well for the future. But all right, everyone, I think that is the conclusion of your message. Thank you so much for coming to watch this reading today. If you want to see more of these readings and be notified when I post, make sure to subscribe. Subscribing, liking, commenting are the best ways to support us readers here on YouTube to continue doing these free readings for you. So can't wait to see you again in a future reading, and take care. Hello, beautiful pile number 2. Thank you so much for coming to this reading today. I just wanted to say before I get into your reading that I am picking up on some anxiety. It has kind of that feeling of like your heart pounding, and I don't know if it's around this yes or no question, or if there's something else going on that's kind of coming in as you're trying to listen to this reading today. But I just wanted to go ahead and honor that, and then just encourage you to take a couple deep breaths with me. So we'll go ahead and just take a deep breath in and out. one more in. And out. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading today. So we are asking for a yes or no answer, nice and clear information from Spirit. We've got a couple of oracle cards here. Your first one is intuition. Beautiful. I love that card for you guys. Bountiful harvest. Gorgeous. Also love these numbers together, 36 and 28. They just both have such a balanced, really beautiful feel to me. So maybe you like those numbers too. We have Queen of Swords. That's good. Knight of Cups. Okay. The Devil. Page of Wands. Okay. Temperance. Beautiful. Let's move these over and make sure we have enough room for all your cards. And Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Concluding your spread there with a wish fulfilled. So I can see why this is bringing you anxiety. Pile number 2, the beautiful watchers. This has a lot to do with you understand that this question is relating to an abundant future, something that you feel is just right there within your grasp. You can intuitively feel that this is, it's part of your destiny. You know that. And yet you have this fear, and maybe it's around whether you're worthy of it, whether you've deserved it, whether it will come in and then just burn up. Maybe you're anxious that it's too good to be true, or that you can't trust the other people involved, if there's another person or other people involved here. I can see you've really been struggling with coming to terms, and it's been giving you a heartache. I want to give you so much comfort here that this situation, this state of mind is going to change. There's going to be reason for celebration, reason for kind of regaining that childlike exuberance and joy that perhaps has been, you might have been all kind of like wrapped up in your fear and anxiety and worry and waiting and wondering about this, but almost dreading because, you might have been getting a bit clouded around this. But that's going to change, and you're going to break free of this, and you're going to be able to celebrate. And I do see with the Nine of Cups card here that this is, so it's interesting because I'm not being told to give you a clear yes or no. It's about a wish being fulfilled. So whatever that is for you in this situation, if a yes means your wish is coming true, if a no means your wish is coming true, then take that. Whatever is essentially the answer that you wished for in this spread is what is coming through. We do have, if you were hoping that something wouldn't happen, maybe you were fearing something happening and you came asking if your fears were going to come true, then the answer would be no. You don't have anything to worry about. Things will come back into balance, and you'll be able to move forward without worry into a brighter, less stressful, more joyful and bountiful future. You do have this harvest that I do think you intuitively already know that this is destined to come through for you. It's interesting with this Queen of Swords coming up here because that doubly reinforces this intuition message. I almost feel like you came to this reading already knowing that your worries were unfounded, and I feel like that light has already started to break through, and you are already starting to kind of cut through this devil energy and move towards this temperance, balance, kind of being able to, the devil is very black and white thinking. It's very locked into being trapped within our own mind, within letting our fears get the best of us in a way. It can feel like the dark night of the soul. Temperance, on the other hand, isn't as kind of one-sided as, say, the Sun card, and just completely in that almost childlike realm. I feel like you'll be getting a little bit of that with this Page of Wands, but maybe it's like a pendulum swinging where you're coming out of this dark night of soul, and that brings you so much joy to finally be able to dance in the light again. And then you come into balance, and that balanced state is what's going to allow you to fulfill this wish, this harvest coming in for you. I see that your cups will be full. You're going to be at peace. You're going to have what you need. You're going to reach that state of happy, healthy, joyful equilibrium. And this Knight of Cups is just bringing my eye as well. So this, I do see with the heart here and the Knight of Cups that for some of you, not all, definitely not all, but for some of you, this question is pertaining to love, something to do with your heart. This could be love with another person, most definitely it could be, or it could be something that you have fallen in love with, a dream, something, I'm getting like a passion, a craft, a chosen career field. I just had a little hiccup, so that's like a confirmation for me that that's true. So some of you are, the way that this character on this card here is staring into this goblet that's lit up, and in the background has almost like a dandelion or peacock sort of appearance, and all of these colors. The whole card is this beautiful blue, and the only place where the light and the colors are coming from is this cup that this person is staring at. And so I feel like you are, you've got your eye on the prize. You're going to be able to stay focused, and you know what you want. Deep within yourself, your heart, your soul, you know that this is what you want. Your intuition is so, so strong here. I am getting the message that for some of you, if you have been battling this anxiety, this like heart pounding, kind of like out of control, maybe even some heartbreak, with these stitches here and wounds on this heart, there may have been some fear from past hurts getting in the way of you going after this thing that you really, really want, or this person or relationship or job, whatever it is, this dream of yours. But you are healing that. And it may help to do some meditation, to do some intentional breath work, maybe even to do some slow yoga where, you come back into that balanced state through body movement as well. So, okay, pile number 2, this is your message today. Thank you so much for joining me here for this reading. I really enjoyed reading the energy from your cards. It's a very vibrant, exciting energy. So don't let this devil energy get you down. You're going to be able to move through this and accomplish your dream here. So beautiful, pile number 2. Thank you so much, and can't wait to see you again in another reading. If you liked this reading, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. All of those things help us YouTube readers here to keep posting these free readings. The best way to support us is subscribing and liking and commenting for sure. So thank you to everyone who does that, and I can't wait to read for you again in the future. Take care. Hello, beautiful pile number 3. So you chose this card, a different kind of love, rose quartz. And your cards, while I was shuffling and pulling, were extremely eager to jump out. In fact, you guys got the most cards so far out of any pile. You got 9 tarot cards, which we'll have to see how we can fit them on the screen so you can see them all. And 2 oracle cards, so that's the same as the other groups. But yeah, 9 tarot cards. And I was going to put them back and reshuffle, and I got a very strong message to keep them, that you needed all of the information. So let's see what that's about. So we have, wow, acceptance of love. This is just, you know, there's already so much feeling of love in your reading. So I don't know if this is a love question or not, but we'll find out a little bit more. And then your second oracle card here is Be Spontaneous. And these are number 38 and 31. And then let's see what we have for your tarot cards. So we have, wow, the Strength card. I had a feeling that you guys were going to get the Strength card or something with lion on it from, you know, this lion is just coming through so strongly from this card here. Keep getting drawn. Wow, recovery, 4 of swords. Very interesting. Queen of wands. Okay. 10 of swords, ruin. Getting the message to actually, well, let's take out all of your cards and then I may rearrange. Princess of discs and Knight of cups. Interesting. Knight of cups also came out in the last pile. And then we have the Magician. And I apologize for any background noise. My dog is in here and he just started chewing on a toy, so you might hear that. And Death. Oh, and I just realized I didn't have my microphone. And 9 of cups. Beautiful. There we go. I think we can get them all in here. Yeah. Definitely some similar energies to the last pile. So if you also felt drawn to pile number 2, there may be some messages there for you. Okay, let me pause really quick and I'm just going to rearrange your cards to fit them all in. Okay, pile number 3, welcome back. I just had to pause the video and rearrange your cards. I was getting very, very strong intuition that they needed to be rearranged in a very specific way, and finally kind of accomplished that arrangement that felt more right. So hopefully this is a little easier to see. It also feels much better with the energy flow and makes a lot more intuitive sense. So thank you for bearing with me as I figure that out. So if you came here for just a very quick, clear yes or no answer, the message that is coming through with this 9 of cups ending your spread and the strength and ruin 10 of swords card, you know, beginning your spread and moving along this energy continuum, the message coming through is that yes, a wish will come true. So, you know, it's interesting, right? Because the way that you phrase your question, it could mean that you are hoping for a no answer or you're hoping for a yes answer, right? It's not necessarily yes is positive and no is negative. Sometimes we're hoping for a no. So the answer that's coming through here, just to make it clear, is a wish being granted. So if that means that your wished for answer is a no answer, then intuitively I feel that whatever answer you were hoping for when you came here, that is coming true. So we'll go a little bit more into detail for those of you that want to hang out and get more insight and to understand how this applies to your specific situation a little bit better. We'll go into some more details here. So with this ruin card coming out underneath this strength card at the beginning of your reading, And, it's interesting too with the lions here. This lion has such a worried look on its face. And that's actually why I was felt the really strong message to bring out this rose quartz to help bring through this healing energy of the rose quartz. Because the message coming through when I look at this card and also see your strength card coming out over this 10 of swords is that there's been something, it feels like you've been having to go it alone, and it's been really hard. You've had to really have strength. Maybe it's through some sort of ending that you've had to endure that's been, man, I can just see how painful and how like it just feels like it's really taken a toll on you. It's really, it's felt like swords to your heart. And it almost feels like, when you look in the mirror, you can like see this in your face, this like worry, this pain that you've had to endure. And yet, you've been so strong through it. And it does feel like you're moving into a time of recovery here. And, I see a healing here too of your inner child, of that, little child inside you that's been really needing this time of recovery. And there is a blossoming coming through here of this. It feels like new people coming into your life. For a lot of you, I think that there's going to be one or even a couple of new people that'll come in that might be friends, could be a lover or lovers, could just be, more community. It could be a healing of relationships that you thought were lost or that you wanted to come back in. So however it applies to your, unique situation here, it feels like your heart is going to be opening and you're going to be letting in this new light of love. There's going to be a lot of healing, a lot of healthiness coming in to heal that pain, that sorrow and trauma that you went through. It's going to be a new, rooted, strong, mature way of connecting with people, and new people coming in, or a healed person coming in who has the strength to offer you this mature, rooted, blossoming, growing, full of promise and life and light type of love here. And it's really interesting because, it almost feels like this is the new chapter. This is the new door opening for you. There's so much magic and transformation. It's interesting with this death card here that the message that's coming through here is that you may be intimidated and scared of what you're going to find as you essentially pull back the curtain on this new way of life. Even your own manifesting power might scare you a little bit, because I do think that it's going to kind of revolutionize your life. It's going to blow your mind a little bit how quickly, with this Be Spontaneous card, it feels like it's quick, fast, maybe take you by surprise type of energy coming in. It's almost as if you'll be moving into this phase where you make a wish and it instantly comes true. And yeah, it's kind of that like almost, yeah, it's like sorry, I'm trying to explain the energy that's coming in. I think that you are going to be how to put this. It's it's not a like be careful what you wish for, but it's almost, so I think your guides are saying you don't need to worry about that, but I think you will be battling against maybe some old habits where you almost feel like it's too good to be true, and that you're going to, you know, things are going to come into your life, people are going to come into your life, and you're going to have some residual worry that maybe they're hiding something, or maybe it's not as good as it seems. And your guides are saying, no, these are wish fulfillment. These are good people. They're going to fill your cup. You're going to be feeling more of a sense of being able to go with the flow, trust your intuition, trust that there is goodness in the world, and that, yeah, it's as if you're, with this bridging. Oh, goodness. Sorry, my puppy is making some noises. I apologize for the background noise. He's playing in the room here. But with this bridging from, this feels like your adult, grown-up self, your mature self, reaching back to your little child self here. And there's a bridging here where you're doing some inner child healing, and you're moving into a phase in your life where you're reaching those goals. You're filling your own cup, but you're also having your cups filled by a new sense of community and love, and people bringing love into your life. So, one informational tidbit coming in here, one bit of advice from your guides is don't go it alone anymore. Look for those people who offer you the type of love that you really, really resonate with and know deep in your bones is good and healthy for you. And then be spontaneous, move towards those people, initiate conversation, initiate contact, reach out, maybe rekindling a friendship or a romance or a relationship with a family member or somebody you met in school, whatever it might be that kind of pops into your mind when you think of somebody that you know, that you honestly know would be a healing and healthy person for your heart. Be spontaneous and reach out to them. Maybe this is a brand new person too, right? Somebody that you manifested into your life. Don't be afraid to pull back that curtain. Also, don't be afraid to look within yourself and see whatever barriers you might have been putting up to accepting this love into your life, okay? Don't be afraid of your own skeletons in your closet, right? People who deeply and truly love us are willing to be vulnerable and willing to accept that vulnerability from us and see it as strength. We've all been through horrible things in our lives, really, deeply tragic, despairing, times, relationships, experiences, and, being able to share those things with people who love you is one of the ways that we heal, become stronger. We're able to see the lessons in things that we've gone through, and we're able to, show kind of those bare bones and still have somebody look at you with love and see you as beautiful and strong and healthy and wonderful and magical, and somebody who can really do great things in the world. So, I think that you're going to be having that coming more into your life here. But yeah, definitely allow yourself to be spontaneous is definitely a strong message coming through, and believe in your own power here to manifest what you wish for and what you dream into your life. This is definitely a wish coming through, promise of fulfillment here. Okay, pile number 3. So beautiful reading today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very happy for you that this is going to be the change that you're going through here, and I hope that this reading has given you a lot of comfort and inspiration and some of that additional strength and faith to go forward with this. So if you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like, comment. All of those are wonderful ways to support us readers here on YouTube and help us keep doing these free readings for you that we enjoy doing so much. So, all right, I hope to see you again soon, and take care, pile 3. Hello, pile number 4. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. You chose this Fall Apart card, Smoky Quartz, with this beautiful little chipmunk nesting, sleeping, hibernating down in this little hole in the ground surrounded by roots. And I just love the imagery on this card. I'm really curious to see what the rest of your cards will show us about your question here today and whether it is a yes or no answer. I apologize for any background noise. Just as a disclaimer, my puppy is in here in the room with me, and he was napping, but he woke up a little bit ago and is making some noise, but hopefully it won't be too disturbing. So we have Culmination of Vision. This is card number 35. And we have Assurance. This actually came out in, I believe it was pile number 1 as well. And then for your tarot cards, wow, we have 8 of Coins, 4 of Swords. That relates so well to your initial card here as well. Justice. Lovely. We have 5 of Cups, Disappointments. We'll see what that's all about. 4 of Cups, Apathy. Make some room here. We have the Hermit. And beautiful, okay. 3 of Cups, Abundance to end your spread. And I feel that this card should go up here. Okay, guys, so don't be worried about this disappointment and apathy. I can see here that, okay, with this Assurance and Culmination of Vision, your spread is an overall positive message. However, it's interesting because the energy coming through of where you are in the present time and a bit of how you'll have to journey, or maybe you've already gone through this journey. This may be a past energy coming up to explain your present energy here. You have had to be quite a warrior. I can see a lot of struggle. You know, this wolf figure here is bound up, tied up with string, and really struggling. This 8 of Coins, while it is a very positive card, a positive outcome, you know, look at this figure. She is having to essentially slave over something that is paining her while she does it. Her foot is all prickled and red and raw here from these thorns. She's crying. She is, you know, her hands as well are red and raw from the work she's working on. And yet, clearly, it's so important that she perseveres, she pushes through. There's something around justice here that, you know, things needed to be put into balance and will be put into balance. And so if you've come from a place of disappointment, feeling like maybe even all hope is lost, as if you, oh my goodness, okay, my dog is groaning. So I feel like that's, you know, everything that happens in a reading is for a reason. So I feel as if you guys have almost been like groaning. Like it's just like you've just been like God, like this, it's never ending. You know, what is the problem here? Why can't I get out of this struggle? Why can't I move on to a place of peace, a place of joy, of contentment, of ease, and you will. Okay, so there is this assurance, with this word culmination here. This will culminate, and you will achieve this transformation. Look at all of these butterflies. This card is also in the season of fall. And so, the leaves are changing, things are changing. You'll be coming out of this nesting hibernation phase and coming into a space of calm and ease and, celebration, abundance. I mean, this card, abundance, came out for you as a very clear statement that you will be achieving this state. So I do feel there's an issue of timing here. So it kind of depends on where you are in this path. So if you came here and, you're still in this time of really having to work and almost being in pain while you're working. I don't know what that means exactly. I hope it's not physical pain, but it might just be that you're really, maybe you're in school and it's hard, right? Like you feel like your time is bound up. You feel like you're kind of, confined. You can't do everything that you want to do. You can't just go and travel, or you can't just, party on the weekends with your friends because you have so much homework. That's just one like very quick example, and it'll only pertain to maybe a few of you. But, maybe you're a new parent, right? And you have this beautiful gift of a child, and yet, it's really hard work, right? And maybe there's some struggle there. Or maybe you are having to take care of family, or, you're having to deal with a lot of conflict around you. Whatever it is, maybe it's health issues. I do see you, if you're at kind of the beginning stage of this, and, if your question was about if this will resolve, yes, eventually it will, but there may be an element of time where you kind of have to go through some of these phases, some of these steps and stages, and then, come into this place of quiet, of healing, of spiritual, and maybe even physical retreat, right, with this Hermit card. And I do think that this will be a healing time for you. So if you're already in this healing time where you've kind of gotten past this struggle and strife, but it might feel like things are at a standstill or stagnating, there will be a blossoming, a coming out of this stagnating time into a time of abundance. So yes, will you move through this? Will what you are hoping for come through and come to you? Yes. It may be that you don't have that clear vision of an endpoint yet, but you will. You'll, coming out of this time of hibernation, you'll see clearly. It's as if your eyes will open and you'll see in front of you what it is that you have been needing for that inspiration to move forward, to move something forward. It's interesting because I am getting for some of you that this may pertain to another person in your life. So if you came here asking about another person, if they were going to come through this, or if they were going to, if it's a love interest that you're wondering if they're going to come back to you, or if they're going to become available or choose you, or how your future is going to go with them, they may be going through this right now. They may be working really hard on something, or they may be hibernating because of coming out of this really difficult time in their lives where they were kind of bound by painful responsibilities. They had to fight to obtain justice and balance in their lives and go through, they may have even disappointed others and it was really difficult for all involved. But, either they have already come through this or they will, and they will heal. They will take that time for themselves, and it may be happening right now where they've kind of retreated. You may not be communicating either very much or at all or in the way that you're used to. If this is about somebody that you are in a relationship with, you may have noticed that they have gone kind of quiet, but they'll come out of this, They will be able to let all of this go and see, sorry for the noise, but they'll be able to see that light again. They're going to be able to come into a trust, a new sense of starting anew and moving into this time of abundance. And it does feel like there will be cause for celebration. So, yeah. So, if you came here worried about this ending or about this never changing or anything like that, then your answer is, if you were saying like, is this never going to change? Then your answer is no, it will change, right? It will get better. It will improve. You will move out of this painful time and out of this stagnant time. And, the light will shine again. The seasons will turn again. There will be cause for celebration. There will be abundance coming into your life again. So your cards are really, centrally, they're really wanting to give you this assurance and letting you know that you're going to be receiving a new vision of your future. This hard time will pass, it will finish, and a new vision will come in here, okay? It may be hard for you to see it right now. These eyes closed on these two cards really strongly tells me that you may not see this vision right now, but you will. Your eyes will be open. You'll be hit by that inspiration, that motivation, that passion, that purpose to go forward again. So hang tight, it will get better. So, all right, pile number 4, that is your message today. I hope that brought some clarity in for you and I just feel like you needed a little bit of that beauty, that glimpse of your future coming in. So I hope that came through for you as well here today. And if you enjoy this message, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like and comment if you feel so moved to do so. All of those things really help to support these free readings and support all of us tarot readers. Subscribing and liking and commenting is one of the best ways you can support us. So thank you so much to everyone who already has done so, and I can't wait to see you again in a future reading, Pile 4. All right, take care.